All right. Welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive. Today we're going to be talking about something that's
Yeah.
really got people excited
Yeah.
in the AI world.
Mm-hmm.
All those folks out there building AI models that are always
Mm.
looking for an edge, right? Some kind of secret sauce to make their models learn
Yeah.
faster, better, the whole nine yards.
Absolutely.
Well, this deep dive, it's all about one of those breakthroughs. We're
Yeah.
calling it MixLN.
Mm.
Now, I know that might sound a little, uh, you know,
Technical.
technical, yeah, a little jargony, but trust me, this is some seriously cool stuff.
It is.
It's all about helping those AI models we were talking about really get up to speed
Mm.
and do their thing better than ever.
For sure.
So to kick things off, let's talk about what we mean by normalization.
Yeah.
Okay, like what's that all about?
Yeah. So normalization, it's kind of like setting the stage, right?
Yeah.
Like imagine you've got this AI and it's trying to figure out, I don't know, housing prices.
Hmm.
And you're feeding it all this data, square footage, number of bedrooms, maybe even how close it is to a park. Now, all these things, they come in different, ranges and scales.
Yeah.
Square footage is going to be huge numbers, bedrooms, smaller.
Makes sense.
Normalization, it's like saying, hold on, let's get all this information speaking the same language.
Oh.
So we're putting everything on a similar scale.
All right.
So the AI doesn't get thrown off by these big differences.
That's actually a really good way to think about it. It's like making sure the data isn't speaking like different languages before the AI tries to learn from it.
Exactly. You don't want it getting confused by just big numbers versus small numbers. You want it to understand the actual meaning.
Right.
Now, before MixLN came along, there are these two main approaches to normalization, pre-LN and post-LN.
Okay.
And, they each had their quirks. Pre-LN, that did the normalization before the main processing step.
Well,
While post-LN, well, it did it after.
so it's like where in the process
Yeah.
you do this translation.
Exactly. But the thing is, they both had these trade-offs. Sometimes one worked better, sometimes the other.
And that's where MixLN comes in.
Yeah.
It's like this hybrid, right?
It is. It's like taking the best of both worlds,
Okay.
right? You blend the strengths of pre-LN and post-LN together, and you end up with something even better,
So wait, it learns faster.
faster. And get this, studies have shown it can cut down training time by like 30% compared to the old ways.
Whoa, 30%. That's huge.
It's a big deal.
I bet researchers are loving this.
They are.
But it's not just about speed, is it?
No.
It's got to be about how well it learns too, right?
Exactly. You don't want to just speed things up if the quality goes down the drain.
Exactly.
But with MixLN, you get both. Faster training and better overall performance.
So this is like a game changer for all sorts of
Oh, yeah.
AI stuff, like machine translation,
Huge for machine translation.
because those models are getting so complex, right?
Incredibly complex. They have to capture all the nuances of language.
All those little things that make human language so tricky.
Exactly. And MixLN, it helps them pick up on those finer points much better.
So we're talking about like more accurate translations.
Way more accurate. And they sound more natural, too. Like a real person was speaking, not a robot.
That's amazing. And I'm thinking about like language modeling too, right?
Yeah.
Chatbots, text generation, all that stuff.
Oh, absolutely. MixLN is making those interactions so much smoother, like really bringing them closer to how humans talk.
It's crazy to think that this one little tweak can have such a big impact.
It is, but it shows you how important it is to get those fundamentals right.
It makes you wonder what other areas could benefit from this kind of hybrid approach.
Right. What if we started thinking about combining the strengths of different approaches instead of always seeing them as like, you can only pick one?
Like a this or that kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that's the big takeaway here. MixLN, it's not just a cool new technique. It's a whole new way of thinking about AI development.
And who knows, maybe it'll lead to even more breakthroughs in other areas.
I think so. I think it's a really exciting time to be in AI.
Absolutely. Well, folks, that's our deep dive on MixLN for you. A lot to think about there. Where else could this kind of both-and thinking lead us?
That's the question.
Lots of possibilities. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everyone. We'll see you next time.